Good morning, Wallace. This is Kurt Simpson. You are listening to Chamber Chat on Surge Radio. We'd like to welcome our new listeners up there in the New Bern, Washington, Morehead City area on WSTK 104.5 FM. Hope you guys have been enjoying the station so far. This is a little something we do on Saturday mornings. We are with the Wallace Chamber of Commerce. I'm the president of the Wallace Chamber of Commerce, and we do a little show called Chamber Chat. So if you ever want to come down to Wallace and visit some of our nice businesses and things here, you may be hearing from some of those business owners. I've got one in the studio with me this morning. Got Hope Smith here from Art of Hope. She is my wonderful neighbor down on Main Street. And we thank you for being here, Hope.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Good deal. This is your second go-round on the radio station. We've moved, though.
Very different location.
Different location. We're no longer in a cow pasture. We are now in a nice house on Main Street. So
nice, very nice.
Yeah, good deal. Well, Hope is a woman of many talents. She is an artist. She's got a very successful business going on downtown in Wallace, and she is also now involved in a new initiative downtown. Why don't you talk to us about that a little bit, and then we'll get into the store and that kind of thing
sounds
later.
Good. Yes, we just recently started the Downtown Merchant Association in Wallace, and we several business owners downtown had been talking a little bit, trying to get on the same page with events and how we can improve things in the downtown area, and decided we needed to meet and get as many merchants involved as we could. So that's what we did. And am I in the right spot?
Just keep on talking.
Okay. Sorry, technical difficulty there.
We're casual here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so we started meeting we meet at my store at Art of Hope, and do you need me to talk into this one?
Yes, please.
Okay. We've started meeting. We'll just get a little cozy here. We started meeting in Art of Hope, and all the merchants downtown, or not all, but most, and we're trying to get as many as we can because we do want the opinions of the people who are business owners, because we have concerns, we have ideas, we have vision of what we'd like to see, and we don't know them if we're not sharing them, and you know, getting the improvements and all that. So we're meeting once a month right now, and it has already evolved into having the first Thursday of every month, the merchants having extra hours downtown, and that is we kind of did a small version of that. Well, not small, it ended up being big, but a version of that over Christmas, and then one in January. And they turned out so well, we decided to do it every month on the first Thursday. And we just stay open later and have some deals and snacks and good time. And so we're hoping on the next one, we did one this week, and on the next one we're hoping to have like a food truck. And do different food trucks each time, or, you know, if there's one particular people really like, because, you know, people want to eat something there and then continue to shop. And we hope that this will just continue to get traffic in our area. So we're excited about that, and we're gonna plow through and keep trying new things and see what works and what doesn't.
Sounds good. So you had one this past Thursday
Yes.
night, is that right?
Yes, I did.
And
It was.
You had some challenges, some weather challenges, I know.
Yes, it was colder, and it started raining, and we did have the ones who came purchased, so that's good. We didn't have a lot of lookers, you know, strolling, and so but it was good. We still, you know, there's something we say often at Art of Hope is you don't despise small beginnings, because that just kind of shows a healthy growth. So but we definitely are anxious to see if we can get more downtown and hopefully have more show up. So and maybe weather will participate next time.
Well, cool. Well, you, for those of you listening right now, you just have no clue what all is going on in the studio right now.
Yes.
They're working on microphones. There's all sorts of things happening, and Hope is a trooper. She's just paying it no mind and just going on. She's much better at that than I am. But so you started this effort with the Downtown Merchants Association, what, a couple of months ago, basically, or?
Yeah, like I said, we were talking amongst some people, amongst the business owners, kind of in a non, formal fashion, just going into each other's store. Yeah, and bumping ideas off each other and saying, well, what if we did this? What if we did that? And so, and some of them had concerns and things like that. And I thought, we all need to get together because some other people might have those concerns. And I don't know if I'm, if somebody else is having it and another person, but I'm not, I might have something I could share or vice versa. So, it was definitely informal at first, and we just, started making it formal. We've had 2 meetings, and we're hoping to, make this make this into something that will really benefit downtown and hopefully draw more merchants downtown and maybe some restaurants. And, I would love to see it just booming. And people don't realize how much we already have. We have a lot. If you sat and looked at a map of just the merchants, the retail stores, we have, 9 to 12 really good merchant, retail stores. And so, we have people come in my store all the time saying, well, what else do you have down here? And when I start telling them, I just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And they're like, well, y'all got a bunch. And I'm like, yeah. So we're trying to get that word out there more so that we can, and kind of build a camaraderie so that if I'm, somebody comes in looking for jewelry, I don't have jewelry. I can send them to these places and feel confident that someone else will do that for me, So we definitely have a wonderful group of people. We have a good time, and we're very excited about it. So, yeah.
And now I've broken another microphone. Oh, this is just going well. Yeah, I actually have a kind of a window on all of that downtown. I think I have the best location downtown. It's a great location. I can look out and I can see all the way down to 117. I see all the way down Main Street. And one thing that I tell people who are looking at locating in the downtown area is how much walking traffic there is. Mm-hmm. And because I get to see it. People are parking over beside my office, which is at 101 West Main, right on the corner. And I see them going into your shop all day long. And down to Pika Boutique and, folks heading down to Blessings in the store and all that stuff. And then I can also see all the traffic in front of Evans Jewelers, too. So there's a lot happening in the downtown area. And I just kind of applaud that effort to get everybody on the same page, to start working some of the same hours and run some specials or get some things going. And you're not waiting on somebody else to do it. Right. And I really appreciate, that you're just jumping in there and saying, okay, let's try something. And if it doesn't work, let's try something else. So yeah. I think it's a good effort. While we try to fix these microphones that I've just now broken, would you like to go to a commercial break there, Robert? Can we do that? Okay. We'll pay for some of this time and see if we can get the studio back in shape. You're listening to Chamber Chat. Okay, what's going on?
Okay, we can get this screwed back on.
You're gonna
Okay.
Cancer
cause of death worldwide, responsible for 8.2 million deaths per year. 1 in 7 people around the world die from cancer. That statistic shows how critically important it is for us to rally together in the fight against cancer. How can you join in the fight? Show your support by signing up for the Relay for Life today. The Pender County Relay for Life is April 16th, 2016 from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. at Burgaw Courthouse Square in Burgaw. Same location as the North Carolina Blueberry Festival. There's still time to sign up as a crafter or a vendor. Crafter vendor spots are $30 per 10 by 10 space until March 1st. After March 1st, they will be $40 per 10 by 10 space. To register and participate, call 877-957-7848 or to find out how you can donate, call 910-254-4871, extension 0.
North Carolina's 2016 primary election is coming up on March 15th. To make sure you're ready, register to vote at your current address by February 19th. Vote during the 10-day early voting period beginning March 3rd. If you cast your ballot on Election Day, make sure to go to your precinct. And remember, take your photo ID if you have one. But if you don't, you can still vote. For more details, visit ncvoter.org or call 1-888-OUR-VOTE. A message from Democracy, North Carolina.
Maynard Tile and Irrigation Incorporated, the area's most comprehensive supplier for your agricultural, drainage, and irrigation needs. Whether you're in need of a new system, repairs, or just want to talk about your options, stop by Maynard Tile and Irrigation on U.S. Highway 117 in Wallace, or give them a call at 910-285-5581. Offering a broad range of irrigation components, custom drain tile systems, and unbeatable customer service, Maynard Tile and Irrigation is the local choice.
It is laid in up there, right?
If you're looking to improve the decor of your home and make it a little more cozy, visit The Shutter Production. The Shutter Production offers the finest in custom-built shutters, exterior and interior custom-built shutters for your bathroom, living room, dining room, and kitchen. Professionals provide free home consultation and expert installation using quality hardwood construction, master craftsmanship, and a durable finish. Visit their state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Rose Hill online at shutterproduction.com. Call 910-289-2620 or email shutterproduction@embarkmail.com.
Not working.
104.5 WSTK, Aurora, Washington, Newburgh. 100.5 W263B, Roseville, Wallaceburg, Keelandsville, Beulahville. And WETG 710 AM, Roseville, Clinton, Wilmington, Jacksonville, Kinston, Goldsboro. Streaming worldwide at surgeradio.org.
We're back. Man, anybody in town who is a member of the chamber really should agree to come on this show because you just don't know what's going to happen. But we have a good time. And that's kind of my main thing is as long as we're having a good time, then...
we're on. All
hey,
right.
you are on.
I'm back.
You are listening to Chamber Chat. I'm Kurt. And this is Hope, and we're having a great time here in the studio with Robert and Bill this morning.
Yes.
You can sit back.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. Had a little mic.
Yeah. Are you getting like an incredible echo now? I am. That's okay.
It's all good.
It's all good. So my guest today is Hope Smith of Art of Hope at 105 West Main Street.
That's
Is that
right. That's right.
I'm starting to remember my addresses and everything. I'm Kurt Simpson from Simpson Real Estate Group at 101 West Main Street. I'm president of the Wallace Chamber of Commerce. And this is just a little thing that we're just trying to get started here called Chamber Chat, where you get to know your local business owners and find out what they do. So we talked a little bit about the Downtown Merchants Association and what you're getting started there, and I do think that's a really cool thing. Any way that I can help out with that. I don't have merchandise to sell, but I might like to have it after hours or something.
You still have a location downtown, which you see people coming by, you see the traffic, there might be some annoyances that you might have and concerns. So if you were ever to have annoyances and concerns, you could come to the meeting and share them.
There you go. Maybe we could talk about some of the characters downtown.
That's right.
Because we've got some.
We've got them. Oh,
We-
yes. Well, yes, we do.
It's fun, and some of them I see like just about every day. Some of them just on occasion.
Yes.
I have the occasional drop in who has some things that they want me to do, like charge their cell phone. Had somebody stop in a few months back and want me to charge their cell phone for them while they went to the liquor store. So
You're a good
that's
citizen.
not normal. That is not, and I did it. So,
Good job, Kurt. Just keeping the town alive.
that's right. That's right. If somebody needs cell service, I want to help them out. Okay, so your store is Art of Hope, and
That's correct.
you specialize in what?
We specialize in art, fine art, and custom framing. And we have a full frame shop where we do custom framing for not just ourselves. Obviously, we do it for our art, but we do it for the public. So if you have that special thing that you want preserved, or you just can't, find a frame for, we customize it for you. And we have so many options. We have actually over 1,000 frame samples. And we have many in the store, and it can look overwhelming, but do not worry, do not fear. Me and Regina works with me now full time, and she is doing a lot of my custom framing, and we both have the ability to help you pick something out and narrow down exactly what you are thinking. We are able to read your mind. And
Very good.
yeah, we're very good at that.
That worries me a little bit.
Ha, we don't read minds, but we try. We try. So,
So you can kind of narrow things down. A little
yes,
bit.
we
You
can
don't
narrow
have
things.
to,
Sometimes it can be intimidating for people to come in and say, I kind of know what I want, but this is overwhelming. And so we can just kind of narrow the options down for you and see how important the item is. If you want to spend more money on preserving, or if you want to just it to look a little bit nicer, we can, get your budget and point you in the right direction. And, one thing that custom framing has a rap for is it being so expensive, but you get what you pay for. If you go and try to do it yourself, it will deteriorate, and it will, over time, look bad. I mean, it just does. So if you have something that you value, your children's pictures, their coming home outfit, medals from your grandfather going to war, or whatever, we are able to preserve that for you and keep it where you can see it, and it's in a safe, safely done. And me and Regina both have been doing this for a while now, and Regina does an excellent job with it too. So we love doing it, and we'd love to do it for you. So,
Good deal.
yep.
Good deal. I was in your store yesterday, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and noticed I'm assuming it was like a little christening gown or something, very old
Yes.
looking.
Yes, it was almost
we
like
can talk
tissue
about
paper. It was so fragile, and mainly because it had been in a what was behind it was deteriorating it, and they realized it and brought it in, and we were able to take it apart, and Regina worked on it mostly, and she said it was extremely fragile, but we have the capacity to deal with those type things and keep them safe, and we were able to put stuff behind it and around it that would keep it from deteriorating anymore. We can't reverse the process, but we can definitely keep it from just totally falling apart.
Right.
And it was a very, very, very old piece. And we've done several of those. There was one that I had one time that was over 200 years old, and it actually wasn't in as bad condition as the one at the store now, but it it was fragile.
Yeah.
So
Is that a little nerve-wracking when you're
Yes,
getting that
it
kind
can
of stuff?
be. It can be, but we try to take all the precautions and do what we need to do to keep it safe. So, but yeah, we love doing that. Another thing custom framing serves is for my art. We had another crash.
Another
in the-
camera goes down.
So anyway, the other thing that custom framing does is we frame my art with it. I'm an artist, and that is hence Art of Hope, and I use the framing to frame my stuff and sell in the store. And we have a full gallery there of my stuff. And it's inspirational art that I create myself, and acrylic on canvas, and then I take them to be scanned, and we do all our own printing at the store, and custom frame them. So they're all nicely done, preserved, and it's inspiration for your house. So, yep.
Good deal. And me being a realtor, I go into a lot of homes around here, and I see your art everywhere.
Yay, that's what we want.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really cool. In fact, I have a print hanging in my office of yours as well.
Yes.
So it is
It's
up
just
my office.
Wonderful. Wonderful. It is.
May have to get you to update that sometime with
That's
my,
right.
my name on the sign.
That's right.
Back from when it was Larry's Barbershop. But now, and you don't do just inspirational art. You've also done street
Right.
scenes and things
Right.
like that. So
Yeah, I do. That's kind of what I studied. Well, it is what I studied when I went to school for art at UNCG. I have an art degree from there, art education degree, and I studied more realistic things like street scenes, candid shots, things like that. So I have several series. One is Downtown Wallace Street Scenes of it's still acrylic on canvas, but it's like the old Larry's Barbershop. I've got the old Dario, the clock. I actually have two versions of the clock now. Just finished one recently for somebody, and getting ready to do Rose Hill Frying Pan.
cool.
There's several little things that I do, and that's not just the whimsical, inspirational art. And I do. People don't realize that, but I do a lot of it, and have several little series and numbered editions of that art.
Yeah.
So.
I saw one from Mount Zion Presbyterian Church.
Yes. Then that one
going
was
there.
the inside. It was the stained glass. If you've ever been in that church, it's just got beautiful stained glass windows. And I went in one day just to take a picture for someone for a framing project. And of course, the lights were off and the sun was shining through them, and it was just gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous. I knew I had to paint it, so I did. And it's been very popular. I've had people buy it who don't know anything about Mount Zion, but I have a lot of people who have connections with that church. Sure. And my family has a connection with the church, so it was extra special for me to paint. So
Good.
yes.
Now, your mom
Yes.
is an artist as well.
Yes.
And your grandfather did framing. Is that right? Or
Yes, he did.
talk about your family and the
kind of the history
influence.
behind it. Yeah.
How did you get into all this?
Well, my grandfather has always worked with wood, and for most of his life, he made furniture. He did a lot of wood crafts whenever that was very popular in the 80s, and had a full-blown production of that. He had a ad in, I think it was Southern Living magazine, or one of those, whichever one was popular at that time. And so he shipped all over the country his wood crafts so that women could paint them and sell them themselves. And he has a full workshop at his farm, and shipped them off, and had a lot of employees under him and everything. But during that time also, he, having his full workshop, he could make just about anything. So he made frames and did some framing himself. And I have a cousin, it was my grandfather's nephew, who did custom framing as well. So it's in the family, and I have brothers who like to work with wood and all that. So we definitely enjoy working with our hands. And my mother is an artist. She paints a lot of what you call realistic, but she has her own little style. And a lot of them are places she's traveled, and they're beautiful. They're gorgeous, and I love them. And she teaches art lessons at my store twice a week, and mostly to children in middle school age groups. She has done adult classes, and she does bigger classes in the summer when kids have out of school. So just kind of an extra little thing she does on the side, and something I like to have going on at the store. So
Yeah, it's a neat neat thing. I think those are on. Is that a Wednesday night or?
they're Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Okay, Tuesday and Wednesday
Yep.
night. That is how I know what time it is.
Yeah.
Because the
they start
minivans
showing
and
up.
the SUVs start rolling up downtown, and the kids just jump out and they go running in. So I know it's about 5:30.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And that's my cue that it's time to start wrapping up for the day. And
Yep.
so,
That's when they come in, and I like to see that activity going on because it shows that, creative minds are at work.
They are. And now your mom also was involved in the sketch night the other, or is that coming up? I saw an email and I didn't pay
Yes.
as much attention.
Yes.
to that.
Well,
Sorry.
there is I'm trying to think of the right name for it. Arts Alive.
Arts Alive,
Yes. I want to make sure I got it right. Group in Wallace, and it's a group of people who want to, have a time where they produce stuff, they paint, draw, create stained glass. They've been doing it all, and they've asked different people to come and teach them what they specialize in, because art is pretty broad. I mean,
Sure.
We've got the drawing and the painting, but there's photography, there's stained glass, there's woodwork, there's all different types. And so they like to have different people who are specialized in different things come and teach. And I did one night, and we talked about drawing, and I love drawing. It's one of my favorites. I don't get to do as much of it with pencil and charcoal. I do a lot with paint, but anyway, it was fun to do that. And then my mom's doing a class coming up soon. I think it's the next class, if I'm not mistaken, where she'll come in and do a lesson, I think on perspective. I may have that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. If not, she should. She does a good job with perspective. So she's going to go in and do a little class on that. So, and that's a great group to get involved in. If people say they want these things going on in the community, well, it is. Just ask around. The Arts Alive, they really have a great, and they meet once a month at the Methodist Church in Wallace, and I think there's several other things that they're going to be getting into soon that is very exciting. So if you want more information on that, welcome to call my store. And we can give you information on it. So
Yeah.
or
I think
call Kurt.
I know what's going on too. I'll
That's
send you in the right direction.
That's right.
One of the things that I really like about your style and the way you run your store is that it's alive. I mean, there's stuff
Yeah.
going on there all the time. There's you guys are either framing something up. I mean, you don't go in there and it's just quiet.
Right, right.
There's kids in there doing art lessons in the evenings, and the other night for the Merchants Association, I think you had some markers set out for people to just go and do some
we
things.
had we call it the maker. We called it the maker station, but it's maker space is kind of a term out there now of people using for really just getting creative and making things. It's kind of sad that sometimes technology can take you away from actually taking materials and making something. Nothing wrong with technology at all. We all have it and need it, especially in the studio today.
But it has its challenges, doesn't it?
Challenges, exactly. And one thing that helps balance people out with those challenges is making something with your hands. And we just set up a little station where you could make, create, draw, something that inspires you, and it really does help. And people might think, oh, that's silly. But one time I remember sitting down with one of my children that I've got two, Weston and Savannah, and they had a project with crafting. And so I was, helping him with this project, cutting things out of magazines, and I found myself grabbing a piece of paper and making my own collage. I was just starting to cut things out, and my husband was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "This is doing something for me."
I'm just having fun.
I'm having fun. Why not?
Right, yeah.
And so you wouldn't think, it sounds like something that would be a waste of time, and it is not. It is, it's challenging your brain. It's making you think outside of the box. It can make you think, visions for other things in your life. Some of those things that I cut out were things I wanted to see in my life. And I thought, this is a great place to start. If I can see it on a piece of paper, then you start making, start making steps towards those things in your life. And so making things is, I think, very important. And we're planning to do that every time we have an extended hours on a Thursday. We'll have a little station set up for children, for adults, whoever, so that you can build, create, and do your thing. And I'm there for ideas and instruction, but just dig deep. You got it in you. God created you to be creative, and you can do it. So it is there, because I hear so many people say, "I'm not creative." Blah blah blah. I don't want to hear it. You are.
Can do it.
You are. You are creative. If you're a human being, you are creative.
Yeah.
It's obviously in different ways, but
Sure.
you are creative. So.
Well, I just talk about the process of sitting down and doing something, and it does kind of clear your mind, either that or allows you to focus on things. And I know, and these are such a fad, and I know probably in a couple of years they won't be around, but for right now, these adult coloring books are so popular.
Yeah.
I saw an article about them not too long ago. I think like the top 9 or 9 of the top 20 best-selling books back in December
books.
On Amazon was adult coloring books.
And that's, I think it's great. It's not a draw to me because I do my
You do your
own stuff.
thing. Exactly.
But I think it's wonderful because it is doing, the reason people are drawn to it, it's doing exactly what I said. It's balancing your brain out.
Right.
It's making you go, what color would look good with this? What can I do with that? It looks like somebody's already done the hard part, and then you're coloring
Just filling
in.
yeah.
And then I saw one lady who created her own page, created her own, and I thought, that's what that needs to do. It makes you think. It makes you, see what you can. And I think they're wonderful. I really do. And hopefully you won't stop there. You'll start creating other things as well, and think more about color in every aspect.
Yeah.
That's really cool that is, and I think that's wise because people are hungry for that.
Yeah. Well, I sat down with a page, and I mean, obviously, if you've seen these things, you don't finish them in 20 minutes.
No, yeah, they're very
pretty
intricate.
Pretty
Yeah,
intricate. So I sat down with one at a church retreat. We just had some downtime, and this was back in February, and the weather was miserable.
Yeah.
And I just sat down with one that somebody gave me, and I just started coloring, and within a couple of minutes, I was completely zoned out and just having a good time. First time I had colored in 40 years.
Yeah.
So maybe not quite that long, but a long time.
And
Yeah.
some
It was
people, some people would look at it and go, oh, I'm not doing that, but it really does. It relaxes you, and it's probably comparable to picking up a book and reading and escaping, and that's we need that with, like I said, with the phones in our face all day long, computers, iPads, all that. We need that balance, and I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, yep, totally agree. Well, before we go to another commercial break, I wanted to mention a couple of things. One, you are listening to Chamber Chat. Thank you for listening. Thanks for getting through some of our technical difficulties that we were having earlier. But I wanted to mention a couple of events that the Chamber has coming up here real soon, so hope you'll put these down on your calendar. We are having a Chamber After Hours at the Bryan Center in Wallace at 5:30 this coming Thursday. That's March 10th. It'll be a good time for folks to hear what's going on at the Bryan Center. It's not just a rest home. There's a lot more happening there than people realize, and also they're going to have some pretty good food, so I hope folks can come out for that too. It is free. That's at 5:30 p.m. this Thursday, March 10th. At the Bryan Center in Wallace. That is on Railroad Street as you're headed out toward Willard. Also, we've got the quarter auction coming up, and that will be April 16th at the Wallace Women's Club. And That's going to be a lot of fun too. Did you go to our quarter auction last time, Hope? Or
I did not, but I donated a few
think you had
items
some
to it.
items for it, yeah.
Yes, and I think it's really cool because you can get some good stuff.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah,
So,
and it's fun. Yeah,
yeah,
and I would love to go to this next one. I wanted
yeah.
to go to it. I had another event, but it was good.
Yeah, well, I hope you can come out. That will be Saturday, April 16th, starting at, we're going to open the doors at 5:45, and the auction will start promptly at 6 o'clock. We'll probably have some food out there. I don't know, Serge may be there too. Robert is waving his hands. He doesn't know if they will be or not, but I'm going to go ahead and commit them right now. So that should be a lot of fun. And then also, this is not that far off. The Strawberry Festival is coming up May 13th and 14th in downtown Wallace, and that is a huge event. I don't know who's coming. I do know that Snoop Dogg is coming to the Azalea Festival, so maybe he'll swing by the Strawberry Festival too. But anyway, put those events down on your calendar. There's a lot going on here in Wallace, and we'll go to commercial now, Robert.
If you're looking to improve the decor of your home and make it a little more cozy, visit The Shutter Production. The Shutter Production offers the finest in custom-built shutters, exterior and interior custom-built shutters for your bathroom, living room, dining room, and kitchen. Professionals provide free home consultation and expert installation using quality hardwood construction, master craftsmanship, and a durable finish. Visit their state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Rose Hill online at shutterproduction.com. Call 910-289-2620 or email shutterproduction@embarkmail.com.
Hello, my name is Anita Powers. I want to be one of your district court judges for Duplin, Sampson, Jones, and Onslow counties. With over 30 years of legal experience, I have represented adults and children in the areas of family, domestic, juvenile, child support, DSS, civil, and criminal matters, assisting them in protecting their rights and receiving justice. Now I want to use my 30 years of experience and serve you as a district court judge. To ensure justice balanced by knowledge, fairness, and experience, vote Anita R. Powers for District Court Judge on March 15, 2016. To learn more about me and my campaign, visit my website at www.anita4judge.com.
The proceeding was paid for by the committee to elect Anita R. Powers, District Court Judge.
Billy's Country Sausage, Billy's Country Hams, and Billy's Barbecue. As Billy says, it just don't get no better than that. Remember, Billy makes his own country sausage, his own barbecue sauces, and Billy's Country Hams are the best. Billy's taste just like your daddy's and your granddaddy's, your mama's and your grandmama's, the old-fashioned country way. Billy's Pork and Beef, Duplin County's only mom and pop country meat store. Highway 41 and 11 Crossroads, 10 City, Wallace, North Carolina.
Are you looking to buy a new home here in Duplin or Pender counties? Maybe you have a home that you're ready to sell. Either way, I'm here to help you. Hi, my name is Kurt Simpson, and I'm president of Simpson Real Estate Group in downtown Wallace. With 18 years of experience, I can help take the mystery and doubt out of buying and selling a home. I only have one phone, so you can always reach me. Call Kurt at Simpson Real Estate Group at 910-290-2194 or visit my website at simpsonrealestategroup.com.
This is Surge Radio. Here's what's spinning. Justin Bieber, Love Yourself. DNC, Cake by the Ocean. Tiesto and Oliver Heldens, Wombi. 104.5 Washington, Newburgh, 710 a.m. Wilmington, Jacksonville, 100.5 Wallace, Berghoff.
Okay, we are back. You are listening to Chamber Chat on Surge Radio, which is, good Lord, you've got all the frequencies in the world. It's now 710 AMs, 100.5 FM, and 104.5 FM, now in New Bern, Washington, and Morehead City. Welcome to those listeners who are now just starting to get the surge, coming live to you from downtown Wallace.
All right.
Yeah. And you are listening to Chamber Chat on a Saturday morning. Saturday mornings are kind of reserved for little local talk shows and things like that. We've got the Jay Ramel Show coming up here in just a few minutes. And before us, we had the Community and Small Business Update that is sponsored by James Sprunt Community College. So,
I'm going live at 12.
And Robert is going live at 12. Where?
At Chinquapin Recreation Park.
At the Chinquapin Recreation Park, which is a pig cook-off or something like that?
That's it, barbecue.
Man, that sounds good.
Ribs.
We've got to get you a mic, too. Robert's reminding me to speak into the mic, and yet he's yelling from across the room. That's okay, man. Yeah, get on out to the Chinquapin Recreation Park and have some barbecue. I believe that is supporting the fire department in Chinquapin. I listen to your ads, Robert. Good folks over there in Chinquapin, and always important to support our local firefighters. So, in the studio this morning, I have Hope Smith with Art of Hope in downtown Wallace. Hey, Hope, thanks again for coming.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
And she has been a real trooper putting up with all of the technological difficulties that we have had this morning. We've had falling cameras. We've had falling microphones. We've had dead microphones that are now working, but it's cool.
It's all good.
she is unflappable, much less than me. You know what? Something that I have not mentioned, Robert, that you asked me to do is we also have a new call-in number. So if somebody wants to give us a call and ask a question of Hope or something, you're welcome to do that. That number is 844-710-1045.
I've got to yell again. If you remember 289-2031, it still works.
Okay, or 289-2031. That works too. But the new number is 844-710-1045 if you have any questions. You're not going to have a whole lot of time to get in a question because we're just about done, but that's all right. So today we have talked about... more things happening in the studio. Today we have talked about the Downtown Merchants Association and First Thursdays. You're going to have some things going on. So we just passed the last First Thursday, and then you've got another one coming up in April. Do you have anything specific planned for that one yet, or are you still kind of working on it?
Like I said, we're going to have hopefully having a food truck. So a lot of concerns we've had were people coming downtown and not having anywhere to eat. I mean, we have great places in Wallace to eat, but you have to leave and come back.
Sure.
Yes. So we wanted to offer that so that people could stick around and shop a little bit, eat, and shop a little bit more. Because we have so many wonderful shops downtown to take advantage of and a great variety. And we want you to be able to hit them all. And, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, we don't have anything in Wallace. We have to go to Wilmington. And I understand that is the case for some things, but I challenge you to check downtown Wallace first, because you might in your mind have it built up that it's going to be more expensive, but it is not. It is not more expensive because I have checked. It's not. And then you have the gas to pay to get down to Wilmington. And I go to Wilmington too. I understand that, but there's so much to offer in Wallace, and you know, I just challenge you to support Wallace first if you can.
Absolutely.
Might as well, and it's good products too. Yeah. We have so much out there.
Well, and you know, when you are supporting those local businesses, you are supporting local families.
That's right.
And putting food on their tables.
That's right.
And these are people that you know, that you go to church with, that you're in meetings with. These
correct.
are your fire department, your
volunteers,
police department, volunteers in the community. That's exactly right.
That's right.
And they are the things that make this a cool little town.
Yeah.
I love Wallace.
I do too. Yes.
So,
and there's some good things happening downtown. I mean, you should see the excitement amongst the merchants about these things we're doing. And I mean, we're even talking about, I don't want to say prematurely, but talking about even putting some tables and chairs outside of our businesses so people can just come sit and chat. And we've even talked about in our store eventually having coffee for the public. So you can just come get a cup of coffee, sit down and chat. And, if you see something you want to purchase, great, but you're not obligated every time. But we just want to see movement down there, and we want to just build up the movement. And so we want people to be excited about it and to tell others. We want Wilmington people to come to us.
It can work that way.
That's right.
I-40 does come this way too.
That's right. And we do get outsiders. We do get people from Wilmington coming up because Wilmington can be a very busy place, and they need to get away. And quaint downtown Wallace is the place to be.
Absolutely. I've had folks call me from Wilmington who've said, I'm sick of the traffic.
Yeah.
And I think Wallace looks like a nice little town. Let's go look at some houses and things in Wallace. And
it's close enough to get there if you need to.
Exactly. But you don't have to live in it every day.
That's right.
So, Military Cutoff Road at 5:30.
It's not good.
No, that's not for me. I used to watch Channel 5 News out of Raleigh. I used to think I wanted to live in Raleigh really badly. And no, absolutely not. And I will watch, those suckers sitting in traffic, and I'm like, sorry, guys. But I have a 2-minute commute.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Well, I'll just mention again those upcoming events. I thank you again for being here today. You've been a great guest, and as I said, unflappable with all the technology issues.
Roll with it.
Absolutely. We're having fun, and if people learn something, then that's just gravy.
That's fair.
So,
right.
But the Wallace Chamber is having another after hours at the Bryan Center this coming Thursday, March 10th at 5:30 p.m. There will be food and tours of the facility there. Also, coming up, the quarter auction at the Wallace Women's Club, April 16th. That's a Saturday night, 5:45. We're opening the doors. The auction starts at 6. And then finally, coming up soon in May, the 13th and 14th, is the Carolina Strawberry Festival, which will bring people from Wilmington.
That's right.
And all over the place downtown
Home
into
of
Wallace.
The first place T-shirt design.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention that. Yes. Did you have anything to do with that?
Yes, I did. Yes, I do the artwork for it each year, and
Yes,
this
you do.
past year got the first place.
First place. So
Yay.
you can probably pick up an award-winning T-shirt
That's
at
right.
the Strawberry Festival and a
one.
new coming award-winning T-shirt
Yes.
at
It was
the
out of
Strawberry
North Carolina,
Festival.
South Carolina, and Virginia. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very good.
Anyway.
Very good. Well,
Just a
cool.
little side note there.
Well, you have been listening to Chamber Chat. We will be back next week, and you will see what happens next week. See what falls, see what breaks, see what I break. And I hope you're having a great Saturday. Thanks so much for listening.